That brings us to item 32, which is a proclamation of the mayor of the city of Norman proclaiming the month of October 2010 as Gay, Lesbian, Bisexual, and Transgender History Month in the city of Norman. I need a motion to acknowledge receipt of the proclamation. We have a motion and a second. I want to make a couple of quick introductory remarks by way of explaining to the general public. A lot of us have received emails about the process of proclamations, and so just as a little bit of background, I'd like to indicate how this works. Generally speaking, all of our proclamations do appear on the consent docket. Tonight, it was a request of one of the members to pull this proclamation off the consent docket. An item on the consent docket does not mean that there's not public debate or opportunity for comments. I want to acknowledge that we have received many, many emails from people throughout the community. I know that many council members have read them and talked with a number of people, and we appreciate the spirit in which all of those were forwarded to us. I do think it's important to note that proclamations come to the city of Norman, and they always appear on our agenda as a proclamation of the mayor proclaiming a month or a day or a week for some group or some activity. They come from a variety of sources, from individuals in our community, from groups in our community, which bring items to our attention. In the last year, there were 28 such proclamations adopted by the city of Norman. They included Native American Heritage Week, Tobacco Free Period, Human Rights Week, Black History Month, Mardi Gras, International DeMolay Month, Alpha Kappa Alpha Week, the Little River Zoo's Kids for Kindness Week, Arbor Day and Recycling Day, OU Staff Week, Multiple Birth Awareness Month, Future Business Leaders of America, the Emergency Medical Services, the National Telecommunicators Week, the National Children's Mental Health Awareness, Community Development, Fair Housing, Motorcycle Awareness, Bike to Work, National Travel and Tourism, National Safe Boating, Community Action, Amateur Radio, Vietnam Veterans, National Night Out, Crop Walk Hunger, Constitution Week, Senior Adult Day Services, and just yesterday we received a request for weatherization in October. I think it's important to note that whenever we pass a proclamation in this community, it does not obligate any tax dollars. A number of people have asked, why are we spending tax dollars on a proclamation? We never spend tax dollars on a proclamation. Nor do our proclamations require our citizens to do anything, to abide by new rules, to change their beliefs or their attitudes. Nor do our proclamations require anyone to stop smoking, to bike to work, to celebrate any particular event. They are a process of simply recognition. And so that's, by way of background, the way proclamations do come to the city of Norman. The proclamation is presented, and we acknowledge receipt, and then a group will receive that proclamation. Over the last year, we've had 3 proclamations that have come to us from the Human Rights Commission. And tonight's proclamation also comes from the Human Rights Commission. And just so that you're aware of this, I do want to indicate what our ordinance of the Human Rights Commission charges them to do. This is a citizen body, citizens who are appointed with a specific charge as the many other boards and commissions in our community. Specifically, the Norman Human Rights Commission is asked to study the problems of discrimination in any or all fields of human relations and to encourage fair treatment and mutual understanding among all citizens, and to combat those misconceptions, prejudices, and stereotypes that tend to prevent individuals from reaching their full potential as human beings. That's the first task. There are 13 other tasks that the Human Rights Commission is given in the exercise of their responsibilities as an advisory board.